Good evening, everyone. It's Eric here with weather for Weather Geeks. We will roll through the forecast pretty quickly this evening because, for a change, it's pretty quiet weather-wise this evening. The big story today, the gradual decrease in those dew points. Look at the last 36 hours worth of dew points. We saw those readings mostly in the middle and upper 60s until this morning. Our cold front slowly moved through from northwest to southeast, dropping the dew points slowly at first, but we've seen the drop will be a little bit faster over the last few hours. Now we're, in general, down to the middle 50s. Feels pretty nice outside, and a cool day overall today, as expected. 73 this afternoon is a full 10 degrees, cooler than the average. 64 this morning was a warm start to the day, but temperatures didn't move much thanks to clouds for much of the day. It's a whole different story a year ago. Last year was the hottest day of 2020. On July 9th, we hit 94 officially at the Youngstown Warren Airport. Not only the hottest temperature of 2020, but that's actually the hottest temperature we've seen since 2012. We had some upper 90s back in the summer of 2012, but ever since then, we haven't seen temperatures above the level we got to last year on today's date, 94 degrees. All right, earlier today, the National Weather Service and NOAA put out their results for the first half of the year, temperatures and precipitation-wise, for the lower 48 states. And for the state of Ohio, the first half of the year was, no surprise, warmer than the average. Now, it's not a super significant number. The 101 you see over Ohio means that out of 127 years in the records, this was the 101st coolest or the 26th warmest on record in Ohio. It was a little bit warmer than Ohio compared to the average in the state of Pennsylvania. So it was a warm start to the year. The only states that had a significantly cooler than average start to the year, Oklahoma and Arkansas. Precipitation-wise, this number was a little more significant. So it was the 32nd driest start to the year, the first half of the year in Ohio, 23rd driest first half of the year in the state of Pennsylvania. So those are fairly significant. It means that 75% of our first halves of the year have been wetter than so far in 2021. And officially, the numbers locally, we're running a deficit for the year so far, through today's date, of about 2.5 inches. The numbers are pretty impressive in all of northern and eastern Ohio and western PA, although Pittsburgh is a little bit closer to the average than some of the other climate sites. Pittsburgh's had a pretty rainy past few weeks. Lots of flooding problems, severe weather for our neighbors just an hour to our south and east. All right, clouds dominated all morning. They thinned out this afternoon in most places, although they've been a little bit stubborn to break in some parts of Trumbull and especially Mercer. But even in those locations, the sky is going to clear before sunset this evening, and we should have a very nice end to the day. And as expected, it's turning into just a beautiful July evening across the area. As the sky clears tonight, and with a lot of residual low-level moisture from a pretty rainy week, it's going to be possible that we see some fog tomorrow morning. Our in-house model here is not showing a lot of reductions in visibility for first thing Saturday morning, but it's going to be possible that, especially in the river valleys and the sheltered valleys and the traditionally lower spots, we could start the day with fog. But fog typically doesn't last long at this time of the year with the sunrise still a little before 6 a.m. Be a nice day tomorrow. The cloudiness you see on our model tomorrow, mostly just high clouds, cirrus clouds. It's going to be a nice looking day overall, very comfortable. And then a warm front tracks our way for Sunday. There could be a shower or even a rumble of thunder at daybreak on Sunday, and we'll be fair game to see a shower or storm at just about any point Sunday, but there's going to be plenty of dry time in the mix as well. This is not a washout Sunday, but one thing for sure, it is going to be a lot more humid by the midday and afternoon, and that's the air mass that we're going to live in for several days in a row, including here on Monday. And Monday could be a day in which we see another couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. So the weekend looks like this: 78 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday. The dew points will be mostly in the 50s on Saturday, but then jumping into the middle and maybe even upper 60s on Sunday. And once they get to that level, they're here to stay. No let up in the humidity through the end of next week. So enjoy this relatively short break from the humidity and those high dew points while we have it. No surprise in the CPC Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. Odds favoring a wetter than average period because, I think we're going to see nearly daily chances of showers and storms starting on Sunday and taking us through at least Friday. A lot of these will be pretty garden variety, but occasionally we might have a stronger one, and especially if we get a front trying to approach late next week, we might have increased opportunities for severe weather during the second half of the week. But it looks like a pretty busy week next week, but We've got a great Saturday ahead of us. Enjoy it, and thank you for watching the Friday night Weather for Weather Geeks video. I'll see you back here on Monday.